Okay, hello everyone. I'm a bit bored, so I thought I'd put together a little video just to improve everyone's quality of life, especially if you're a newer person to the Forge/Foundry. Um, so what you want to do, once you get the game link and you make your Forge account, log into our server, which the server link will be in the Discord somewhere. Hopefully you have your own account. If not, just ping a DM, just ping them repeatedly, and they should do it for you. So we'll load in. So basically today I just want to talk about like I said, just the basis of character creation, importing items and magic items, uh, like basics of combat, and maybe some basic macros if we're feeling a bit spicy. Okay, so let's make a few test characters just to get this moving. I've got way too many over here, but we'll start. We'll say test full caster. We'll do a full caster this one. Okay, so here is the empty character sheet. So what you want to do is, when you have your empty sheet, you probably want to pick like a race, class, background, all that fun stuff. You see up top here next to the X, these three dots. This is like the motherlode. This is the holy land, because everything is pretty much here. So you click that, and then you open the plutonium importer. And here you'll see on the left all these options. We'll go for race first. Let's pick our race. And then you also see in this section here, this is the source. So there's like the source books, like the PHB, Xanathars, all that stuff. Just make sure 5e tools is ticked, and that's mostly the one. That's the one we're going to use. We might use a custom one if we're using the custom subclass that can just be dragged from the source. But for now, we'll just use 5e tools, and then you open the importer. So we're going to pick whatever race you want, import. It'll ask to do stats. We'll do stats manually, which we'll just do now. We'll say this. We'll say this thing's a wizard, so we'll make his int like 16, just for ease of use later. Okay, so you see that's done. Now Asimar or whatever race you pick will be here, and you'll see all the features in the features tab of your character sheet. That's the features. Okay, next. So let's say this closes for whatever, and you just go here, 3 dots, boom, plutonium importer. And then we'll do classes and subclasses. So again, 5e tools, tick that, and then open importer. And then I'll bring up eventually, yep, here we go. So this is just going to show how a full caster is done. So we'll go with cleric because they're a bit interesting. Now we'll just go straight to 7. I will talk about multi-classing a bit after this. Okay, take average hit points, whatever. You pick his 2 skills. You just follow the prompts. Once you get to here, you could either go and follow this, so you can pick the mace or warhammer. This is for cleric, obviously, but every class has their own little thing. Or you could roll starting gold. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll starting gold. So you press this, yes, and it'll automatically add whatever number you roll to your sheet. So you'll see in my inventory tab, it should be here probably after I press confirm. Don't make me a liar, game. Well, maybe we'll go through all this first. Okay, cantrips. Who cares? I think we pick 4, right? Yep. Pick your cantrips there. And then you can see for this particular subclass, you can pick some extra spells. So we'll skip that for now. But like I said, it'll prompt you through all the subclass features that you need. But if you do that, you just press the magnifying glass and you just pick whatever you need. Okay. And yes, populate the spellbook, because this is a caster that knows all their spells. You just got to prepare them, which we'll get to. Preparing spells and stuff like that. Hello, let's go. Oh, yeah, that's why all the spells are being added. You'll see these spells in blue right now. They're the ones that you get from your subclass, and they're always prepared. So that's nice to differentiate. Man, there are a lot of spells. Are we done? Cleric? Oh, no, we're still going. There's still a few more spells to go. There we go. Yep, so you get level 4. You can either go with your stats or pick a feat. So if you want to pick a feat, you go here, choose feat, and then again 5e tools. This is the main thing. This is you choosing the source here. 5e tools is our source. Open list, and then pick whatever. I'm not the right race for that, but we do a bit of cheating. We do a bit of cheating just for this demonstration, and then eventually it'll be the import will be complete. There we go. You can close it. And so we have our race and our class. That's like the most important parts. And the money, yep, got added there. So you'll see in the spells. So for cleric, paladin, and druids, you know every single spell, but you have to prepare some. So you see here, I've got 63 spells prepared out of 7. That's a bit too many. So what you want to do is, after making the character that is a full caster, you can go up here to the 3 dots again, prepared spell mass toggler, toggle them on and then off, and then update. Then we can start fresh. So then they'll all be unprepared. And you can see them all getting removed one by one. Oh god, one by one. Oh Jesus. Get comfortable. Mm. Okay, it's almost done. We're good, we're good. Okay. And you'll see here, they're all grayed out. We're at 0 out of 7. So then if you want to actually prepare spells, let's say I want Bless. So Bless, prepare spell. It'll get added. And so on and so on. I want all these spells prepared. There, 7 out of 7. So that's basically the full caster, like character creation. They're mostly the same. There's a few exceptions, but this is as basic as it gets. So we'll go with. So then we'll start with we'll go with a half caster. I'm not making a new sheet. I'm just deleting everything because I'm lazy. Okay. So again, I don't know why I did that actually, but whatever. We'll pick a new race. Actually, casters and half casters, they're mostly the same. So we'll go with the how multi-classing works, because let's face it, when it comes to making classes, and especially in Foundry, the martial classes are easy, really easy to do. But let's say you want to be a fighter and a cleric. So let's go fighter. We'll go this, whatever. We're going 5 levels of fighter. So select the ones you want. Skip. I'm just skipping all this, but just follow the prompts as per usual. Yes. Okay. Skip. Skip. I don't care. Feet as usual. Pick your feet or ASI. Skip, skip, skip for me. And it's getting all the features now. Okay. T break over. That's been important. So we have 2 levels left. So what you could do is you could either level up here, which is the normal place we level up. See how the XP bar is here. We're over the limit. Yeah, we can level up. We level up here. We could either continue with our current class here or add a new class, multi-class. Again, pick the source. We're picking 5e tool as usual. Confirm. And then we want to go cleric too. We'll go this domain. And then you follow the prompts. Average, you can take hit points or roll, whatever you want. I'm skipping there. As usual, picking cantrips. And then everything's getting populated. Sure, we're in level 1. Oh no, I made a mistake again. No, why do I keep doing this? No! And then same deal. Everything's prepared. Go up there, turn them all off with the mass toggler. Okay, so... And again, you want to level up, you go up to this button here, and then you do this. Sometimes this breaks for some reason. If it does, and you want to level up, just do it manually. So go to your classes and subclasses. Yep. And then you pick... Where are we at? Cleric, I think it was Forge. Forge. And then we're level 1 right now, so we'll go level 2. Skip. And it should just give us level 2 features. Yep. So I got my Channel Divinity, all that fun stuff. So that's character creation. There's one more thing. So you see that the picture is empty. Unless you're a trusted player, you can't actually upload your own picture. You have to have a DM do that for you. But what you can do yourself is make your token. So let's say your sheet's ready to go. You want to make a token? Click this button up here, prototype token. Go down. Make sure you change your name here to match what's here, because this actually shows up underneath the token. So let's, for example, my name is Harold, we'll say. So Harold, my character name, and then you. That's not complete. So let's say we drag him onto the field, and we'll see what his name is. Test full caster. But if you get to change the name here, so Harold, and you'll see now it shows up as Harold. So make sure you do that. It's pretty important. And also make sure if you drag something onto the map, don't update it from the token here. Make sure you always update it from the main source, wherever the character is on the right here. So always open that. Make sure it says prototype token before you start changing stuff. So anyway, pictures. So you again open up prototype token on your sheet, and then you go to appearance, and you'll see here there's a picture of a dice. You can click that, and it'll open up this little fancy dancy app. And this app lets you make a token. So here you upload an image. Let's say I'm a little cute little spider, for whatever reason. So it puts it there, and then up here, top left here, you'll see these boxes. You can put an outline over it. It's a bit slow today, this app. Oh. Which was the standard one. A bit slow right now. And then, that's why. You can change the border color of the token ring. You can customize it however you want. And then you import it. Give it a second to actually import it. Okay, done. And then make sure after you do that, you update token. Update token. Okay, so now when you drag your token onto the map, it'll have a picture. There you go. Easy peasy. So that's character creation. Now let's talk about buying items. Oh, excuse me. So let's say we start with 5,000 gold extra. You'll see down here is your gold. Let's say you want to buy some basic bitch equipment, so like some armor, weapons, stuff like that. So you go to the 3 dots again, and then the equipment shop. And then say I want to buy some light armor. So you search light, or you can just search armor. And then I want to buy some studded leather. So click here. This is like a shopping basket, like a cart on Amazon. You put it there, and you can keep buying stuff. I want to buy a greatsword. Move it over. This is for all the basic equipment. So when you're done with this, just press confirm, and that will add it to your sheet. Ignore that. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure your sheet, on the sheet, sorry, this padlock is unlocked. So you can actually edit things. So I'll delete this. And you'll see my gold auto-deducted from the shopping. That's only for the equipment shop. So let's say you want to buy some magic items. Go to the importer again, as usual. And then you'll see on the left here, items. And let's say I want to buy a +1 battle axe. So there you go, you import that, and that'll go into your sheet. And you'll see the gold didn't go down because when you get stuff from the importer, you have to manually deduct your gold. So find the price of this. I think it's 1,000, and then you just deduct it. We do heavily rely on the honor system here. Just don't cheat. It's not fun for anyone. There's no point. We will find you if you cheat. Okay. So let's start with the basics of combat. So these are some things that I want everyone to know because it makes the DM's job just a lot easier, and the mission just goes as smoothly as possible if you do this kind of thing. So let's just add a few people. Let's make a fight. Let's add this nerd. Sure. I guess this node too. This Giga Chad. And this node too, whatever. Alright. And it'll say for the sake of this test combat that this lad here is the boss. He's the boss. Okay. So let's say you enter combat. You know, you've done your RP, whatever, you've gone to the mission, you found the guy you're trying to kill. He goes first. Okay. So, actually, let's say someone else goes first. A player goes first. Let's say this is you. This is your character right here, Guardian. So what can you do in combat? So you see under your speed, that's how far you can move. That's just normal D&D, so you can move as far as you can. Let's say you can move, your speed is 40 feet, so you can move up to here. So you can click and drag, you can, like I said, we have a couple of modules that help out with this, so it'll tell you how far you've moved in your turn. So I've already gone too far, but this was in range. And then I want to hit this guy. So I will go to my weapon, scroll over it, and you'll see this dice picture. Click the dice, and it'll roll in chat. That's the attack roll here, and that's the damage. So if that hits, you will do 5 damage. And that's pretty much what you do with any feature. So any feature you want to use, let's say you want to use like Rage, like Barbarian Rage, you would declare it and then press it. And that's always, make sure you always, if you just press this, it just opens up a little tab where it shows the description. Make sure you're always pressing the dice if you want to roll it in chat and actually use it. So that's, and like when it comes, same thing with spells. Everything you want to do from your sheet, you make sure you press the dice and it'll pop up on the chat. Okay. So also, when it comes to combat and just your character in general, you are in charge of your own sheet when it comes to taking damage and healing. So let's say my boss character, it's his turn now, he just wails on the Guardian here. And the Guardian takes like 60 damage. You would have to do that damage yourself. So you could either just do it manually, which is what I do, because I'm not like, you know, mathematically inclined. And then you would take, well, let's do an actual damage roll. Okay, 26, so you'll take 6 damage. So you can either go into your sheet, take away 6. So you're taking 6 damage, or if you're a bit lazy, you can scroll over the damage here, and you'll see this, you just scroll over here, you'll see take full damage, apply that, and it'll do it automatically. So make sure you step on top of that. If you're actually taking damage, actually take the damage, and healing and stuff. And then there's one more thing too. Let's say this character wants to grapple or inflict a condition. Okay, let's say I want to grapple the Guardian. So that resolves, that action goes through. You can see here, if you right-click your token, you'll see all this stuff pop up. The one you are worried about now for the conditions is this picture here with like the picture of the person with the aura around them. Click that one, and all the conditions will pop up. So I've been grappled. So you press the grapple condition. Don't rely on the DMs to do this. Just do it yourself. It just makes everything move along faster. There's no confusion. If you get grappled or you get poisoned or whatever, just do it yourself. It helps combat just run along smoothly. So let's say you're a caster and you cast a spell. I'm pretty sure there's a caster, right? Yeah, okay. So we have, let's say you want to cast a spell like Fairy Fire. This is a good one. Press Fairy Fire. It'll pop up with the level you want to cast it at. We'll cast it at first level, of course. Consuming the spell slot, yes. Place a template, yes. So when you press cast spell, it'll bring up on screen this box. This box is the AoE. So you get left click, place it down. And so then that spell will resolve. And what would happen? Make sure that, let's say your spell doesn't linger around. Like Fairy Fire, it gets thrown and the box goes away. So the AoEs you place down, you'll see on the left side here all these tools. Press the one that looks like a ruler, the right angle ruler, and you'll see these pop up. So just left click your AoE here. If once it resolves, you don't need it anymore, and just delete it, get rid of it. Press the delete button. Just to clear up the screen, especially things that I mean, if you have like lingering AoE effects, you can leave it there. That's the point. But when it comes to spells like that, which is like, especially like a fireball, those things are just like one and dones. Once you cast it and then all the saves are done, delete it, get rid of it. And then you also see we have a handy dandy module which I just cast Verify, so that's a concentration spell. This module will automatically put the concentrating condition on you. So let's say you take damage and you're concentrating. You take 10 damage. It'll pop up on screen for an automatic concentration check. So yes, okay, you passed. So it'll keep concentration. Sometimes, let's say you have advantage on the check, it won't do it automatically. And let's say you fail the check, which there's no way you're passing this one. Okay, he fails. So it automatically gets rid of it. But sometimes you would have made that instead. So what you do, if you drop concentration and when you shouldn't have, go to the conditions again, concentrate, and it'll be back up. And so when you take damage again, it'll come up with the prompt. Like that. That's a very niche case, but I've seen it happen a lot, so just make sure, just keep on top of that as well. Okay. So that's concentration. Now, a bit more, I wouldn't say advanced, it is a bit more advanced, but it would be very beneficial to you. Let's say that you have the Great Weapon Master feat, and you pick that feat. Let's get my test character again. Let's go to Harold. So let's say let's say I have Great Weapon Master on my sheet as a feat, and I want to make. So we all know what that does. You take a -5 to your attack roll, and you get +10 damage. So instead of doing it manually, what we can do is, let's say we have the Greatsword here. We'll just go to the importer, make another Greatsword, import another one. I want a normal Greatsword, please, game. There we go. Normal Greatsword. So that one moves down here. This Greatsword here is just for a macro, so make sure when you're editing so this is what you do, right-click the sword, edit the sword, and then remove the weight. Because it weighs nothing, because it's the same weapon. This is just for macro purposes. And then, in brackets next to it, just put, GWM, or Great Weapon Master, or you can write down the whole thing, Great Weapon Master. Whatever. Everyone knows what GWM is, just do that. Also the same thing for Sharpshooter and range weapons. Same deal. So when it comes to editing the formula, you go into details, and you scroll down to the attack roll bonus. So with Great Weapon Master, you take a -5. So whatever number is here, deduct 5. So boom, -5 there. And then in the damage formula, +10 if you hit. So then you just close that. So you declare the attack, like I want to use Great Weapon Master for this attack. Press the attack roll, and you'll see this isn't a strength character, so this is a terrible roll. But you'll see my roll was 3, but at -5 +3, I rolled a 1. And the damage is +10. So that's really the major thing, like the most basic thing that we hope everyone can learn. But yeah, if you need any more help or any questions, try and ask them before missions, unless they're really desperate. But that is all. I hope that helps people.